In this video, I'm going to prove to you in 10 seconds that YouTube video tags don't mean diddly squat. Oh, look at this video about faceless channels. It has over 1 million views. But oh my goodness, look at this. It doesn't have any tags. Incredible! But what I'm also going to do is prove to you in 10 seconds that YouTube video tags are important. Hey up, here we go. This video about how to start a YouTube channel has over 1 million views. It gets 70% of its traffic from search. And look, I knew it. It has all of these tags that rank it for search. Awesome! And there you have it. You are free to choose whichever piece of proof fits the YouTube narrative you want to believe. But since this is my channel, my house, my rules, I'm going to tell you what I think. And I'd love for you to join me on this journey of discovery.
And while there are lots and lots of theories around tags and how to use them, they're actually quite simple. Just use the words that make the most sense for your video. And YouTube's algorithms will use these, alongside your description and title and other information, to determine when to show your video to viewers.
This is what the official YouTube Creators channel was saying about tags almost 10 years ago, and it formed part of the Creator Academy, which no longer exists. But then this chap turned up, and he's been trashing video tags ever since.
We do look at tags a little bit, but not as much as creators think we do.
And this chap is allowed to say whatever he wants because his name is Todd and he's been working on the YouTube algorithm for over a decade. He tried to bust the myth of video tags being important over 6 years ago. And funnily enough, I tried to do the same thing around the same time, but hardly anybody watched that video. Yeah, I'll get back to that later. Fast forward to the present day and people are still confused about how videos with no tags and no SEO blow up while properly optimized content falls off a cliff. And it appears to be that YouTube has adopted a scorched earth policy when it comes to this topic, publicly stating SEO doesn't really mean much on YouTube. Wow. Now, of course, this Twix from Rene, the YouTube Creator Liaison, has a lot more context to it, and we'll return to that later. But it does seem very apparent to the present day that a lot of creators have a certain view and opinion on what video tags are and what they do. When I surveyed almost 40,000 members of the vidI crew, almost 2/3 of you think video tags make a difference. That is a pretty startling statistic when you remember that YouTube has been trying to brush video tags under the carpet for more than half a decade. And then when you read the comments of this survey, well, no two opinions appear to be the same. This creator thinks video tags are important for search, whereas this creator went to a live YouTube meetup and was told video tags are close to irrelevant. And then there's this creator who's doubling down so much on video tags, they're promoting channel tags. Okay, channel tags. All right. If you go to your YouTube Studio settings, then channel, you'll find your channel tags. I'm offering no further assistance on this. Here's another creator who is completely self-aware of the fact that YouTube is saying tags aren't important, but remains adamant that they are. But here's the thing, I'm not here to argue with that creator and try and convince them they're wrong. I've now reached a point where I feel like video tags are like political parties. It doesn't matter what the opposition says or what evidence is brought forward. You are going to believe what you're going to believe, and I'm cool with that. The creators I feel most for are those who don't know what to believe. I will be the first to agree that there's been so much conflicting advice over the years, it's no wonder creators are confused at this point. So let's stop for a second, get rid of all of the opinion, all of the advice, all of the chatter, and go to the source of the truth. When we upload a YouTube video, there is a blank box that allows you to add 500 characters worth of words, called tags. And it states, tags can be useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimum role in helping viewers find your videos. So there it is, clear as day. Why is this so difficult for all of us to understand? I have some thoughts. First of all, how many characters does anybody need to list all of the common misspellings of something? Certainly not 500. That's anything up to 50 words. Limit this down to 100 characters, and then it feels more suited to its stated purpose. And then there's the wording. Come on, YouTube. Why tease us with the possibility, albeit minimal, that tags play a role in discoverability? This makes me think that there might be a marginal gain to filling out that box of maybe 1 or 2% compared to my competition that doesn't bother. So of course at this point I'm thinking about adding tags to my video, and especially after I click the Learn More link. Tags are descriptive words you can add to your videos to help viewers find your content. Eh? Blah blah blah. Tags play a minimal role in your video's discovery. What? Can both sentences be true? It really does feel like YouTube is hedging their bets here, doesn't it? Tags help viewers find content, but only in a minimal sense. But all of what I've just said revolves around the specifics of video tags. The crime is the name itself. Who, in the history of the internet, has ever associated the functionality of tags with common misspellings? I know no one. Even YouTube acknowledged in that now defunct Creator Academy course a decade ago that people treat YouTube as a massive search engine, which means that creators are going to treat tags like keywords, SEO, an opportunity to rank. Look, at this point, YouTube is trying to fight a generation of learned behavior that tags make things more searchable on the internet. But it is their own fault. They had a chance to fix this ages ago. Does anyone remember this? It's affectionately known as the Classic YouTube Studio that got a major overhaul in 2020. And this is where I think YouTube missed their best opportunity to resolve this problem with video tags. They should have renamed tags to common misspellings, drastically reduced the character count, or done away with it completely. People would have grumbled for a bit, but there was so much changing in the studio at the time that I think YouTube could have done it without too much of a backlash. But this is all based off of what YouTube is telling us, that tags, as they are still called today, are of minimal importance, which is true. Right? Well, if you do a typical search on YouTube and then use our free browser extension tool to show video tags, we can see that the top ranked videos do use video tags. But then you can scroll down a bit and these videos seem to be ranking just fine without any tags at all. This was the thing I tried to prove once and for all 5 years ago when I did a battery of tests around titles, descriptions, and video tags. I added a unique identifier that no one else on YouTube was using and determined that keywords in titles and descriptions could influence whether or not videos appear in search. But not once did a specific video tag affect whether or not the content appeared in search. I will admit that this wasn't the most scientific of tests, but it did achieve the weird goal of having other creators use QuidIF54321 in their video titles for a couple of years. Not quite the YouTube education I was hoping to inspire, but hey ho. All of which brings us back to this video about making money from faceless YouTube channels that's got over 1 million views. Remember that this video doesn't have a single tag, and yet it has over 100,000 views from search terms such as faceless YouTube channel, Noah Morris, the person we interviewed, and YouTube automation. But could it have done even better if I had added some of those tags? It's entirely possible, but what if those video tags impacted the views it gained from browse and suggested? And we all know that 70% of views come from these sources. Look, the honest answer to this is it all comes down to user error. I was intending to add some video tags and I forgot. And when a video takes off, you know the golden YouTube rule. Don't touch anything. So not adding video tags, maybe that was a happy accident, or maybe I am overthinking this far too much, and it's what's driving the people at YouTube completely nuts over this topic. But then we also have to look at this video, which also has over 1 million views and is pumped up to the gills with video tags. I knew that search traffic would make or break this video due to the intent of the content, so I optimized it to within an inch of its life, even adding a common misspelling tag of vidIQ. And that prediction turned out to be true, with well over 1 million views coming from people who no doubt saw this video at the top of the search rankings for how to start a YouTube channel and clicked on it. Case closed then. Video tags do make a difference, at least when it comes to search-based video content, right? Let me show you something. I made this video recently about how to make a voting poll for YouTube Shorts, and it's ranking very nicely for search, but it doesn't have any video tags. So let's add the title as a tag. Now it says here it's ranking number 1 for this tag, which makes sense because it's a title. But what I'm going to do now is let the vidIQ tool suggest some more related tags. Now, when I add them, some of the tags are already ranking on YouTube. So what does this mean? Well, I think, given the evidence, it proves that YouTube already knows what your video is about without the need for video tags. And what that means in a broader sense is that ranked tags in the metadata of a video are a result of performance and not an impact on performance. Or, to put it another way, video tags are a placebo. They make you feel good when a video performs well, but in reality, they don't do anything. And does that extend to the whole concept of SEO on YouTube? Let's go back to that Twix Reneva Creator Liaison posted. SEO doesn't really mean much on YouTube. The way a viewer responds to a video means a lot. Focus on a thumbnail that grabs attention, a title that helps win the click, an intro that rewards the click, a hook that compels attention, and a video that continuously makes good on the promise of a packaging and leaves the viewer so satisfied they can't wait to watch another one of your videos. For search traffic, that's a thumbnail that stands out from other results, a title that answers the query, an intro that confirms the video will indeed provide the answer, and a video that delivers the answer in a satisfying and interesting way. Getting good at that is incredibly hard, and SEO is a way some of us procrastinate to avoid it. I don't disagree with a single word Rene wrote there, especially the last sentence. Any time spent on video tags is time spent on a dream that it somehow influences the algorithm. But time spent on your idea, title, thumbnail, hook, video content is time spent on a certainty that influences the only thing that really matters on YouTube: the audience. Now, there is an obvious way to test this theory, isn't there? And that would be to add some tags to this video and remove all of the tags from this video on the assumption that nothing would change. The videos would continue to perform as they are doing. But I'm not going to do that for one simple reason. I'm too scared to do it. Despite everything I've just said, I don't want to risk damaging these videos on a theory. When it comes to the YouTube gods and the fate of my videos, I have the same questions, concerns, and self-doubt as all of you. But I can't leave you on such an anticlimactic note. So when it comes to video tags, here's what I would recommend. You know when we say make the title and the thumbnail before you even press record? Well, when it comes to video tags, do the complete opposite. Write in some tags just before you press publish. And if you want to make this super easy on yourself, just use the vidIQ browser extension to copy someone else's tags and then delete the ones you don't need. Or you can just type in one keyword tag into a box, then click the refresh button here, and vidIQ will give you loads of suggestions that you can just click to add. Now, I do not want you to spend more than 30 seconds of your time or more than a single dollar of your money messing about with video tags. This is why I've left a link in the description that will unlock every single vidIQ tool for just a single dollar. And believe you me when I say we do a hell of a lot more than just video tag suggestions these days. In fact, you can just take the offer and not follow a single recommendation I've made about video tags. I don't care, because I'm 99% certain they're useless. Just remember I said 99% certain. Oh, and if you do want to watch that video where I did all of those tests on YouTube metadata, it's over here. It's quite good actually. And back then I could actually see, and I was a lot more youthful.